Shalom, friends. Rabbi Bradley Shavit Artson here. I want to give a message especially to my beloved students in Los Angeles, in Germany, and in Jerusalem right now, but also to all of us. I want us to think about this enforced hunkering down at home, which we all are now doing, and which poses such a challenge to our loving and social natures. We're created in a way to connect to each other, to require to love each other and to receive love from each other. And here we are doing the responsible thing and isolating ourselves for the sake of literally saving lives. I can't emphasize that strongly enough. And yet at a very high price, because here we are now isolated. So here's the gift I want us to receive on this eve of Shabbat. I want us to think about two things as we go into this enforced isolation. First is I want you to ask yourself, what can you be doing for yourself that gives you joy, that lets you feel connected and loved? Find out what that is. Maybe that's reading poetry, maybe that's doing yoga, maybe that's making a point of reaching out to a loved one that you haven't connected to. Last night, a group of high school buddies and I did an online conversation, a kind of nightcap together. Find ways to delight yourself in the midst of all of this and to be able to give yourself pleasure. And the second thing I want to invite you to do is to ask yourself, what can you be doing now that you weren't able to do because of all the busyness of running around in the world? Are there skills you wanted to acquire, learning how to play the recorder or the piano, learning how to focus on writing a sonnet, whatever it is, gardening? Think of what you could be doing now, what becomes possible, and maybe now's the time to give yourself that gift as well. And then the third thing I want to invite you to is to ask yourself, what can you be doing now to prepare for the future? One of the great life-changing teachings I ever heard from Rabbi Eddie Feinstein at Valley Beth Shalom was that the greatest miracle of Passover was not the plagues or the splitting of the seas. The greatest miracle was that the women knew to pack their tambourines. In the middle of a bleak time, oppressed by slavery and deaths all around them, those spiritual giants knew that someday we would need to dance, and someday we'd have the opportunity. So this also will pass, and we will enter not into the old normal, but a new normal. And when we do, let's be ready. So what can we be doing now to prepare for that tomorrow, so that we can make it greater and more vibrant and more embracing than the reality that we left? With that, I want to wish everybody a Shabbat Shalom. I send you my love from my home to yours, from my heart to yours. Be strong, everybody. Be healthy.